Welcome to Donmar TV News Channel.
A petition for disqualification should be filed in the Commission on Elections should President Rodrigo Duterte run as Vice President in the 2022 national elections, according to Attorney Christian Monsod, one of the framers of the 1987 Constitution. Monsod also believes this should be challenged before the Supreme Court.
The best way is for other candidates, if they really question it, to be the one to file a petition to the Supreme Court for judicial review once the President files for certificate of candidacy.
Monsod said there is no legal prohibition for President Duterte to file his candidacy for the position of Vice President, but he believes it will surely face questions. He explained that the possible candidacy of President Duterte can serve as backdoor to another presidential term, which goes against the intent of the Constitution.
But the intent is very clear, is to circumvent the Constitution by going through the back door by succession.
Based on the Constitution, the Vice President shall become President if the sitting President dies with permanent disability, removal from office, or resignation. Monsod said if President Duterte will win the VP elections in 2022 and became Vice President and eventually became President again, this will also fall in the provisions of the Constitution which prohibits the President to serve more than 6 years.
Kasi yung provision na not eligible for re-election should be interpreted also as a prohibition for serving more than 6 years.
That is the reason why he said there is social justice provision in the Constitution that strictly limit the term of politicians.
You also have to interpret it as a whole. Ano ba talaga yung intent and spirit of the Constitution? And so that's why itong limitations of terms is a social justice provision.
The Partido Demokratiko Pilipino Lakas ng Bayan or PDP Laban formally urged President Duterte to run as Vice President in the coming elections. The President says he is seriously thinking about the proposition.
In 2018, a faction within the ruling PDP Laban party voted to replace Senator Coco Pimentel as party president. The Commission on Elections declared Pimentel's group as the legitimate set of party officers, a decision upheld by the Supreme Court in the petition filed by lawyer Rogelio Garcia. 3 years later, President Duterte's political party may be on the verge of deja vu. Party President Senator Manny Pacquiao in one corner, against Energy Secretary Alfonso Cusi, the party vice chairman. The Cusi-led group enjoys the support of their chairman, President Duterte, and even met with him in Malacanang. The president raised the possibility of a legal battle.
There is a rift. Nobody can deny it. But we just have to do it the legal way. Kung wala nang iba, we do not want to fight a messy thing with the other side. Pero kung ipadaan na lang natin sa legal because problema dyan sa accreditation.
PDP Laban Executive Director Ron Monsayak, who's with the Pacquiao Group, says they weren't invited to the meeting.
Nalaman lang namin na meron pala silang meeting na gano'n nung nag-air na lang siya sa television. Although the night before, I already saw some of our party mates posting their pictures on Facebook. So I was wondering, anong meeting ka ito?
From the Cusi wing, Party Secretary General Melvin Matibag says why bother when the agenda was centered on what happened during the May 31 National Council meeting, which Pacquiao refuses to recognize. The faction urged President Duterte to run for VP and set a National Assembly for July 17, where they may elect a new set of officers and unseat Pacquiao. The Pacquiao camp says they will put up a fight.
Ayaw na sana namin umabot pa sa legal battle, meaning abot pa sa COMELEC, abot pa sa Supreme Court. Although kung darating man, and I believe our chairman na unavoidable na yan, sanay na po tayo dyan.
Pimentel, who's now Executive Vice Chairman, finds himself on the side criticized by President Duterte. He says, let's see how this plays out. Political analyst Dennis Coronacion says the dispute between President Duterte and Pacquiao, two politicians from Mindanao, may benefit the country if the debate remains issues-based. Pacquiao has accused the Duterte administration of corruption and a soft stance on the South China Sea dispute.
Pero minsan, hindi nagtutuloy-tuloy yung malalim na debate. Biglang nauuwi doon sa personalidad. Oo, na minsan naririnig natin yung presidente nilalait yung pagkatao ni Senator Pacquiao. O si Senator Pacquiao naman, hindi niya pinapatulan.
The ruling party only has a few months to resolve the squabble before the filing of candidacies in October for the 2022 elections.
Kaugnay po dun sa palitan nila ng pahayag ni Senador Manny Pacquiao naman. Si Senador Manny, hindi naman din natin malaman kung saan naman napulot niya ito. Palibasa, gusto tumakbong presidente. Kaya yun, nandun sa Amerika, naghahanap ng kalaban para magkaroon ng pera. Hindi ko malaman, akala ko ba yung senador to? Hindi ba dapat nagtatrabaho ka dyan sa Senado? Ba't ka nagbo-boxing pa? Of course, alam na natin ang sagot doon. Kailangan ng pera. Kung kakandidato kang presidente, you need money. Anyway, bago siya umalis, nagpasabog siya. Sabog na kuitis lang naman, kung tutusin. Sapagkat inaakusahan niya ang presidente at ang administrasyon na mas 3 beses daw itong mas corrupt kaysa sa mga ibang administrasyon. Salbahe din, ano. Kaya sabi ni presidente, 5 taon mo akong pinagpupuri, pagkatapos bigla ka na lang ngayon bumabanat sa akin. Namumuliti ka lang, ha. Sabi niya, kung talagang totoo yung sinasabi mo, punta ka dyan sa meron ka naman immunity. Magtalumpati ka ron, ilabas mo yung listahan na yan, pati mga pangalan at mga ebidensya mo. Sabi naman ng senador, tatanggapin ko yung amo niya, huwag ka naman magalit sa akin dahil hindi man ako naninira siya, tinutulungan nga kita. Kung hindi ka naninira, kung hindi ka kalaban ni presidente, hindi ko na alam kung anong kalaban. Anyway, tinanggap niya hamon. So, nagbigay siya ng listahan. Pati Office of the President, sinama niya. Dami niya sinama. Ang pinakaunahan niya, initially, bago siya naglabas ng listahan, kung totoo yung nabasa natin. Yung DOH daw kailangan imbestigahan. At baka daw may korupsyon. Tingnan mo itong magaling na senador na ito. Akala ko ba may korupsyon? Pag sinabi mo may korupsyon, meron ka ng ebidensya. Pero yung mga payag mo na imbestigahan ito, may resolution ka pa na imbestigahan sa Senate, Blue Ribbon, di ibig sabihin, wala ka pala. Wala ka pang ebidensya at gusto mo palang na imbestigahan. Tapos sasabihin mo, 3 times more corrupt sa previous administration. O hindi ba? Now, kaugnay po dyan sa palitan ng mga pahayag na yan. Etong si Trililing, nagbigay ng pahayag. Kasi sabi ni Presidente, sige, kung gusto niyong imbestigahan, bilang natayan siya ng gobyerno, mag-cooperate kayo dyan sa Senate investigation kung meron man. Sabi nga ni Trililing, ang tapang mo, tapang mo na magsalita ng ganyan, samantala nung pinapa-waiver kita, ayaw mo maglabas kung ano-anong alibay mo. Dahil po dyan, I was forced to make a statement to refute the lie repeated again by this rebel turned senator. Sabi ko po, hindi po totoo yung sinasabi niya, Ginoong Pangulo, sapagkat kayo ay nag-release ng waiver kasi ang background po niyan, gaya ng binibido natin sa inyo noong isang araw, may gustong ilabas siya na expose daw nung kandidato si Mayor Duterte bilang presidente at ilang araw na lang halala na Hala pa yata sa linggo. Madalit sabi, talagang sinadya niya na expose yung di umanong korupsyon o pera sa bangko para wala ng oras na si Presidente sagutin. Kasi ilang araw na lang eh. So, lumikha ngayon siya ng intriga. So, kinuha tayong abogado ni Presidente. At nagbigay naman siya ng waiver. Kasi nga, alam niya na wala naman siyang perang 200 million. At nilakihan na nga, ginawa ng 2.2 billion ngayon sa kanyang mga payag. Madalit sabi, nakita po natin ang record ni Presidente at tumingi tayo ng certification doon sa waiver na binigay natin. While authorizing them to open the account, sinabi natin na mag-release ka ng certification. Kasi nakita natin, 16,000 piso lang, humigit kumulang. 16,000 plus a little more.